Hi everyone, we're at Wicksteed Park. Now look, I'm just making a video. Hello Matthew. Wicksteed Park we're at today. So, this is our first ride.
Where's Leo?
We've got our wristbands. We might sit with Matthew in a bit. Hey everyone, so my review of the first time we've been to Wicksteed, I think that's how you pronounce it, park in Kettlington, Northamptonshire. So yeah, what did we think? Well, we've been told it was pretty good and stuff, and so we decided to take the kids there for their birthday. So that's what their birthday is, tomorrow the 31st of July. So we left at about 9 and we got there just after 10 o'clock because Rebecca needed a toilet. We couldn't find one, even though there's plenty of services like once you on like the roads and that, there's plenty of services, but she didn't tell us until there was no services. Anyway, so we got there. We already paid for our tickets online, so we went to like the online collection point, which was a very short queue, so that was nice, and we got wristbands. So for the kids it was £20, and for like the adults it's like £18, or you can do a pay as you go, like per ride. So we decided to get the wristbands just to save time, and that, to be honest with you, and also we knew that Rebecca would probably go on a lot more than Matthew, so but it was good. Also, we thought it included the soft play. I'm going to tell you now, it doesn't. Soft play is peak time, which it is now the summer holidays, is £6 per child and £2 per like adult. So yeah, so it cost me £16 to get into soft play. So yeah, quite a lot of money. On top of, what was it, the £76 that we like Darren paid for. So what did we think of the park? We got there and we got our wristbands, which was very easy and stuff. And then we went to um, there's kind of like small fair, so the one for little kids, and we went on the carousel. Rebecca went on a lot more, so she went on the big swings, which you've probably seen. I don't know whether I took any, but the flying swings and that, which went pretty high and fast. She also went on, what was it? They went on the teacups, the cars, and that. What else? Also went on the roller coaster, the mini roller coaster for like little ones. Really enjoyed that. So did Matthew. So that was really nice to see him enjoying it. Oh, got to have some drink. Oh, nice. Pims. So, um, yeah, so we went there. There's also a farmyard, there's Meerkat Manor, but I didn't really think much of that. It was literally very small, and to be honest, like Matthew just didn't take any notice, and Rebecca loves meerkats, but even she, it's like you know, if you go to like other zoos and that, they have maybe a walkthrough and stuff. Well, there's none of that. It was just kind of like you go in, you walk around, and then that's it. So we didn't go in the ivory with all the birds. I didn't think Matthew would like it. So we left that, and Rebecca just finds those kind of things really boring, and she doesn't like flying things anyway. Yeah, it's like all like that. Um, After that, we went to soft play where we paid £16 to get in. Now Matthew spent most of his time like on my phone wasting the battery, and this is why there's not much kind of video and that. So I do apologise, and we won't be going back there until probably next year. But yeah, it was kind of like I didn't take any in soft play. There wasn't that many in soft play, to be honest, because you got to pay like say like extra for that. And then we had some food in there and coffee. The coffee is really nice. If you have coffee like outside, they haven't got the proper coffee machines, and it just tastes really cheap. Because I kind of like when we first got there, and Rebecca was going on all the like kiddies rides and that. Basically, Matthew and I was walking around the playground and stuff, and he was running because it was morning. He needed to get like his energy out. But literally, yeah, we went for coffee, and Darren was with Rebecca on the chair swings, and then she wanted to do this. She went up one of those like rides that goes up and down. Yeah, but I didn't get that on camera, which I was like, I think what I need is like a headband with a GoPro or a action camera, whereby I just have it on like all day, and it doesn't matter. I don't need to hold the camera, because literally I need to have like my bag with me, and then Matthew's on the side, and then so yeah, and if I get my phone out, he just wants it. So yeah, there you go. Then we went over to the other side of the park, and over there's large fields, and that there was a huge group of people on the grass having a barbecue. So I guess you can have barbecues, or maybe you have to have special permission. I'm not too sure. So we went over there, and there's a lake, and you can do canoeing, you can do rowing. There's like swans. There's a swan boat you can go on. So lots of things for the kids to do on the river. There's also this large, like a boat ride. It's another kind of, it's called a water log or something. Basically, there's a log flume, which is a smaller version, and then there's this big kind of like square boat, and literally it goes like this, and it gets you very, very wet, more so than the log flume. So we passed there. Rebecca wanted to go on it, but to be quite honest, there was a long queue, and even though the queue was going down, I wasn't very happy her getting wet. I said if she go on it, then we'll probably have to go like back to the car to get a change, and she didn't want to do that. So yeah, she didn't go on it. Then we went over to the bigger fair, which had all like your roller coasters and that, your bigger rides for bigger kids and that. So the first ride that Rebecca went on, we was all going to go on this one, was I think it's called the Ladybird Roller Coaster. And it was a little bit kind of bigger and faster. And I wasn't too sure whether Matthew, because that stage of like the afternoon, he was getting tired. He already had like a little meltdown in soft play, and he's just like crying and just not happy for some reason, and I didn't know why. Um, so, but once he was out in the fresh air, he was absolutely fine. If Matthew is allowed to kind of roam like wild and go where he wants, and that he's okay. Um, so he kept on looking at it, but Darren said I wouldn't like a fit. So I mean, I could have tried, but I was like, but then Matthew, I didn't want to wait. He kind of walk off. So we found a bench and we sat down, and he had my phone for a little bit. Now this is where I need to remember not to give him my phone when we are on like outings, because I need it to ring like Darren, because there was a while where I didn't know where Darren and Rebecca was, and I was like, we need to say here, Matthew, because this is the centre. We were sat in like a cafe area, and but he was okay. He kind of laid back. He was chilled. And then my phone just went to about like 3%, and the battery life kind of went bye bye. But he was okay after that. We had another walk around and stuff. Rebecca, she went on most of the rides, like I've already said. Now she did go on the, what was it, Ladybird one. She also went on this massive one, which I don't think I got a tour, but basically it was like a full proper roller coaster. And I didn't know that she was going to go on it, but Darren said she really wanted to. And was it, the guy was kind of like, I'm not too sure, she's just a tiny little bit like under, but go on, let's see what you are like, you know, on the seat. And she was fine. Now she was okay, Darren said, on that roller coaster. It was when she went to this other ride, which you sit again, what was it, things come over, and they kind of go like that and spins round and go up in the air, not tipping you upside down or anything. Um, but it's like Darren said, they don't look kind of that fast. The same with the roller coaster. So she went on 2 roller coasters in really kind of a quick concessions, and then she went on this like twisty kind of ride called the Galaxy or something, and that was it. She was sick. Not a lot, Darren said, but still sick. And that was the end of the day. So we left around about 3:20. She was sick before she got in the car. Then she got in the car and she was really, really tired, bless her. And she fell asleep, and we got lost on the way home. And then we went over to my mum's because it's their birthday tomorrow. And so they are having a sleepover. I still got to get the birthday cake tomorrow and some other things. But yeah, we had a really good day. I do apologise, but I don't. Because at the end of the day, even though I love doing blogs for you, it's really important that I also have like the time with like the kids without shoving the camera like in their faces and that. So what would I give Wicksteed Park then? Well, I think for the price, it's a pretty good price if you are going to go on all the rides. We didn't get on the train, and that there was a long queue, and we just couldn't kind of wait in there. For Rebecca, she went on a lot more rides than, say, Matthew did. So for her, it was worth it. And she went on mostly with Daddy. For Matthew, it's really hard. I think time-wise, for getting the tickets, I still would privilege, what was it, the wristbands. Only because, like, if he wants to go on something, he wants to go on it. He doesn't want to wait for you to get, like, the tickets. And sometimes that can be a long wait. So, and then you got to wait for the ride. So I would still get the tickets through. If it's only one or two, then it's like, wow. So I think it is worth it, like, if you are going to do like everything basically. But we was very disappointed that we had to pay for the soft play. We did think it was included, and that is a bit confusing on the website and that. But yeah, it's one of those things. So I still give Whitney Parker, was it, a very, say, good 7 out of 10 points in that. I think it's a great kind of like adventure park. If you don't want to go on the rides, then you don't pay anything. So it can be a free day out, but what kids would not want to go on, say, rides? Maybe there are some. And there might be some, like, you know, Matthew, who only wants to go on, like, maybe like the teacups and the spinners and stuff like that, and maybe 1 or 2 roller coasters and the carousel, but that's about it. And probably the train he would like. So yes, it would be worth it again to buy him a wristband and that. So yeah, it was a good day out. I hope you enjoyed the little kind of footage that I done at the start and that, and you've seen what some of it is like. And yeah, I'm absolutely knackered now. So the time is coming up to 7:30. So and we got home at about 7, and I said to Dan, right, I'm going around the shop. I've got some Pims, I've got some wine, some chocolate, and we're just gonna like relax and that. The kids are over at Nanny's and Grumpy's and that, and I think they will sleep. Like Rebecca did sleep in the car, and that. What I will say about kind of Matthew and his little kind of paddies or mini meltdowns is that it didn't last that long. So I can't really say it was a meltdown as such. It was a paddy. It was a tantrum, and that, and he was getting hot and bothered maybe in the soft play. He did actually go in the soft play, but not for very long. So that's why I'm a bit like angry we had to kind of pay for the soft play when we already paid, you know, £20. If, what was it, they said, right, you know, pay £26 per child, and that includes like the soft play, then yes, we'd be happy with that. But I guess, you know, some, like, they just decided, no, we're not going to do that, which is fair enough. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. Tomorrow is their birthday. I'm not sure whether I'm going to include it in this or whether I'm going to do a whole separate video. I might just do a whole separate video and that. And yeah, we will see you tomorrow. Then it's Monday, and I'll have no idea what we are doing next week. Probably just chilling out, to be honest. And what was it, the next, I will carry on with the daily blogs and that. I know on the 12th we are going away to Weymouth without the kids, so that'll be our next kind of like adventure out. And I'm also going to take Rebecca out and about when Matthew has his club as well. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, much appreciated. I will see you tomorrow for birthday time. See you later. Princess cake is coming up